So let me get that Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. So who's in the heaven right now? The so-called white man. You understand? So-called Caucasian, the Edomites. And that's why they rejoice, man, when Trump got into office, man. Because Trump is basically the symbol of what? White supremacy, man. He's a symbol of white supremacy, white domination, so-called white hegemony, American hegemony, you understand? Which is a beautiful thing. We love to see this devil show his horns, man. But it's only you simple-minded Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You got too comfortable here, man. Too comfortable. And that's why the Lord allowed what? Trump to get back up in there, man. Trump to get back up in there and do his thing, man. Lord's willing, he's the last Caesar, the last king of Babylon, man. And he doing his thing, man. Like I said, he coming down upon you northern kingdom, you tribes, you 10 tribes, with great wrath, man. Deporting you back to your country, man. Bringing hell upon you. Grabbing you up at the immigration hearings as soon as you leave the courthouse. Running down on you on the job site. So on and so forth. Of which is a beautiful thing, man. Because Hosea 4 and 6. I'm going to get that after. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, have a great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And Trump knows, man. Trump knows about the World War III. Trump knows the biblical prophecies. Trump probably Trump knows he's an Edomite, man. I'm sure. And he knows who the Israelites are. That's why he coming down with great hell upon you Israelites. Particularly in this case, the northern kingdom, you so-called Latinos, man. And the hell is only going to increase, man, as we enter into Jacob's trouble. And it's not going to just be the 10 tribes. It's going to be all the tribes, man. And really, the American society as a whole, man. And ultimately, only the elect is going to be saved out of it. Only the elect is going to be good in these last days and times, man. This is the book of Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So you so-called Latinos, you tribes, you destroy for lack of knowledge. Thinking that you are so-called white, thinking you are Spaniard. Now you're getting your nigger wake-up call, man. You just Spanish-speaking niggas, man, like they like to say. You understand? You're really descendant of the indigenous people of the Americas, man. And a lot of you are really descendant of Negroes, too. Negroes that were bought that were enslaved and brought to those different places. Dominican Republic, Cuba, Colombia. Because there's a lot of there's a lot of so-called Negroes, Southern Kingdom, amongst the Latin tribes too, man. And even they being looked down upon amongst the Northern Kingdom tribes, having so-called dark skin. So guess what? The Lord is judging you tribes, man. The Northern Kingdom right now, man. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. So you no longer join with the Lord. The Lord separated himself for you. So once the Lord separated himself for you, hey, you part of the devil's playground now, man. You out there in the elements. And that's exactly what's going on with you tribes right now. You don't want to recognize Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You don't want to recognize yourself as the same as the so-called Negroes. So guess what? The Lord turned you over to a cruel king, the cruel Lord, which is Donald Donald J. Trump. And right now, they were just advertising. They just built up basically a concentration camp for illegal immigrants down there in Florida, man, in the Everglades, man, surrounded by swampland of alligators and pythons. So if you try to escape that shit, you done for, man. That's the cruel Lord, Donald J. Trump. And who is gonna go there? You so-called Latinos, man. You're gonna be the main ones there, man. And they calling it alligator Alcatraz, man. That's the cruel Lord, Donald J. Trump. The Lord set up to oppress you so-called Latinos, man. To give you your ninja wake-up call. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. You rejected knowledge, the true understanding of the scriptures. Oh, one of the main things you reject is the Lord, so-called Jesucristo, who you Latinos ignorantly call Jesus Christo, which is, we know in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. You reject him being a so-called black man. That's really the main thing. One of the main things you Latinos reject. You hold up that Caesar Borgia's like your life depends on it, man. In Brazil, they have what? The statue of Caesar Borges, man. What they call it, the so-called Christ of the Andes. So that's really one of the main things, really, you Latinos, man. You hold up that Caesar Borges, that white Jesus, with your whole life, man. But guys, look what white Jesus is doing to you. Look what his people is doing to you. He kicking you out of the country, man. Putting you in an alligator Alcatraz, man. In a concentration camp, man. Separating families. But what? You destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. And it's only going to get worse and worse, man. And the Latinos, but the Negroes too, man. All the tribes, really all of America, man. Even you Edomites, you so-called Edomites, you so-called white people, you Edomites that voted for Trump, you're going to get fucked up too, man. You understand? Because Trump don't care about you low-level Edomites. You understand? We don't understand his targets are the Israelites, but you Edomites, you low-level, regular, average Joe Edomites, MAGA Edomites, you're gonna get fucked up too, man. You're gonna be part of the collateral damage, man, when the society falls. You understand? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. Kind of, that's exactly. And Hosea was what? Sent to the northern kingdom. He was northern kingdom himself. So this really was really applicable to the northern kingdom first and foremost. This Hosea, man, destroy for lack of knowledge. And what? Forget thee and thy children, man. Understand? Where you have children being separated from parents, so on and so forth. You understand? But we understand at the end of the day, the Lord has his remnant of all the tribes. And you have northern kingdom brothers and sisters, northern kingdom brothers in the camps, believers amongst the tribes. Those brothers and those sisters are going to be good. But you hard-headed, numbskull, so-called Latinos who refuse to understand that you're the same as the so-called Negroes. You are Israelite, so-called Jesus Christos, who in the scriptures we know as Yahweh Shai, is a so-called black man, so on and so forth. You refuse to come back to the true knowledge and understanding of the scriptures. Hey, you're out there for the elements. You know what I mean? You're gonna be susceptible to DJ Trump's great wrath that he's bringing down as we speak, and that he's gonna continue to bring down. And so with that, I'm gonna say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and shalom to the elect.